The world will change forever with stablecoin adoption. The way we work, the way we play, how governments gain control, or how they lose it. Will technocrats rule over us, or will power be decentralized among the people? We'll explore those three potential futures: the good, the bad, and the ugly. For the first time ever, the US has officially written stablecoins into federal law with the Genius Act. Meanwhile, in Europe, MiCA's rules add structure and clarity for all cryptocurrencies, including stablecoins, and those rules are now live across 27 countries. And over in Asia, Hong Kong has enacted its own stablecoins ordinance, whilst Japan, Singapore, and South Korea have already rolled out tailored regulations. You've got Brazil, Nigeria, the Philippines, Indonesia, and Kenya also moving towards formal stablecoin frameworks. So stablecoin adoption is officially a global movement, reshaping the foundation of money in real time. With a market cap of $240 billion worldwide and major players like Citibank, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Visa, MasterCard, Amazon, and Walmart all publicly adopting and exploring stablecoins, they aren't becoming mainstream, they already are. So with governments, big banks, and global corporations adopting stablecoins and shaping how they'll be used in our everyday lives, the real question is, how is this going to impact us? Hello and welcome to Liminal Space. Here we explore how emerging technology is changing the world and the potential futures it could create. We explore various timelines to get a better view of how different our lives may become in the not so distant future. US lawmakers have passed landmark legislation, the Genius Act, the first federal framework for dollar-backed stablecoins. The new law says stablecoins must be backed by real US dollars or safe government bonds, so each digital dollar is fully supported. So now companies that issue stablecoins have to follow strict rules. They must be licensed, regularly audited, and verify who their users are, just like banks do. And transaction volumes have exploded in the past couple of years. In 2024, people use stablecoins to move around $27 trillion. That's more than Visa and MasterCard combined. That massive growth is pushing the biggest firms, people like JP Morgan, to launch their own stablecoins. And platforms like Visa and MasterCard are responding quickly too. Visa sees stablecoins as a growth opportunity, especially in emerging markets, while corporate giants such as Bank of America and Citigroup are actively exploring their own digital coins or partnerships to stay ahead. Meanwhile, major retailers, including Walmart and Amazon, are evaluating stablecoin rails to bypass credit card networks and cut billions in processing costs by moving digital dollars directly into blockchain rails. When this many powerful players, governments, megabanks, tech giants start aligning around a new form of money, you can bet there's more at play than just innovation. These moves aren't just about efficiency, they're about control, influence, and setting the rules for the next financial era. But here's the thing, ordinary people don't have to be bystanders. This shift also opens doors if you understand what's coming and know how to move with it. So what's the state of play RE stablecoins right now? The most popular ones like USDT, Tether, and USDC, USD Coin are already widely used for payments, remittances, trading, and even humanitarian aid. In Argentina and Venezuela, they help people escape inflation. In Nigeria and Kenya, they're used for peer-to-peer payments and everyday trade. Overseas workers in the Philippines and Vietnam rely on them to send money home. NGOs are using them to deliver direct aid in crisis zones. And in the US and Europe, they're powering instant settlement in trading platforms and fintech apps like PayPal and with Visa. Right now, stablecoins are gaining serious momentum. So what are the 3 most plausible directions stablecoins could take us in, based on real trends that are unfolding right now? You wake up to the buzz of a push notification. Your pay has landed. 4,983 US coin. This is a US government managed dollars-backed stablecoin that people all over the world use now. The number settles instantly in your wallet, which is a sleek purple tile inside the same super app that you use to split dinner bills, top up your grandmother's phone, and pay rent. There's no pending badge, no Friday cutoff, no hidden interchange. The fee was a fraction of a cent, bundled into the transfer, all at light speed. You step out for your morning coffee and you pass a kiosk whose hand-lettered sign reads Cortado, 1.6 USC. If you were in Nairobi, Buenos Aires, or even Detroit, you'd see the exact same price tags, with the exact same digital stablecoin symbol. The barrister asks,
do you want to settle on or off chain?
This is the new how do you want to pay, cash or card. Will you pay directly from your wallet on the blockchain, or let the point of sale the barista is using batch your transaction through the new stablecoin enabled bank rails? On-chain will mean you hold up your phone, you tap your verified wallet app, and the money moves directly from your wallet to theirs. This happens on the public ledger or blockchain. This is kind of like a public spreadsheet that anyone can see. Off-chain means you still pay with your phone, but her checkout machine groups today's payments together and sends them through the regular banking system, which now uses these same digital dollars behind the scenes. Whichever option you choose, the funds will reach her instantly. But for you, that coffee isn't just a purchase, it's a footprint. Every on-chain transaction is stamped onto a public permanent ledger. And because your wallet had to go through KYC to receive your salary, the moment your identity leaks through a hack or perhaps a subpoena or just a sloppy data broker, your entire transaction history becomes transparent. Every dollar spent, where, when, and on what. That kind of visibility might serve regulators and tax authorities, but it also opens the door to targeted ads, financial profiling, discrimination, or worse, especially in politically unstable or authoritarian contexts. It turns your everyday spending into a permanent data trail, one that anyone with motive and access can exploit. Yes, off-chain payments aren't immune. They live inside bank or platform databases and can be surveilled too, but they're not public by default. They require access. They can be hidden, disputed, or even deleted. On-chain data can't. So you've learned that settling off-chain isn't just a preference, it's a privacy shield. A tactical choice in a world where money and identity are fusing into a single searchable stream. You know this now, but you didn't before, and many others like you are yet to learn. This is what regulated dollar dominance looks like: global adoption of a tightly controlled, US-centered financial system where access is cheap but deeply tracked. All around the world, local shops begin pricing more and more in USC to better align with the spending currency of their customers. The efficiency and ease is also appealing, and confidence in their national currencies is fading due to inflation and volatility. As more people choose USC over local currency, the central banks across the world start losing control. To keep up, they try to launch their own digital money and tighten the rules around USC. This triggers a global wave of national digital currencies and restrictive capital policies that fragment financial freedom for millions. Through unchecked power fueled by surveillance and control, global adoption of USC is now eroding the democratic systems outside of the United States. People's lives aren't defined by their own government policies, they're defined by USC and its ecosystem. It has essentially enabled a sort of programmable financial control. It's also deepening the threat of being algorithmically misjudged and discriminated against, so more and more people stand to lose agency, access, and protection as the US government and the few who have power within it become judge, jury, and executioner of the financial lives of millions. A government-backed CBDC or stablecoin can offer speed and efficiency and ease and some sense of security, but they can also exacerbate inequalities, local tensions between the people and their governments, and leverage a technology built for decentralization to consolidate more power and centralize control. And all it takes is one rumor fired off into the echo chamber of social media for everything to descend into chaos. Later that night, as you scroll through social media, you notice people are talking about USC reserves. These reserves are the US dollars or government bonds that back each digital coin to keep its value stable. People are sharing posts doubting whether those reserves actually exist or are being safely managed. Thousands are losing trust and have started to pull their money out, causing USC to drop in value. The cascading impacts are vast, rapid, and systemic. First, a digital bank run. Funds are frozen, confidence goes through the floor, and savings are wiped out for millions as the coin depegs. Global platforms and smart contract systems reliant on USC seize up, spreading economic instability worldwide. Long term, this causes a collapse in trust of stablecoins and permanently reshapes global digital finance. This erosion of trust in US-led digital finance could go on to accelerate the rise of decentralized, local, or maybe even rival currency systems, perhaps led by big tech. So what's the solution? Decentralization. One country dominating through a stablecoin is still centralization, and it still consolidates power with a handful of individuals. Real progress looks like lots of options and lots of players, maybe working with governments, with central banks, but always for the greatest good and freedom of the people. You wake up and tap the Nexus Pay icon on your phone. A banner says today's subway ride drops from 260 PD to 240 PD if you pay with PD, or P$, the platform's own coin. One tap and the app silently chooses the cheapest transfer route. You never see a cost for fees, just the soft chime of paid. At the station, the gate scans your phone like a boarding pass. On your commute, you scroll a feed where every third video has a tap to own button. You buy a cool pair of limited edition sneakers, even though you're short until payday on Friday. Nexus Pay's Smart Float feature spots that gap and extends an algorithmic overdraft right on the spot. No forms, instant approval. You're pleased, but you know that if you miss the payback window, there'll be a hefty late fee that rivals the credit card fees you used to avoid. Later that day, you head out to lunch with your coworker. She tries to pay a street vendor using a government-regulated stablecoin instead of the popular Nexus Pay P$ that most people use nowadays. The QR code flashes red, and suddenly the fee spikes up nearly 10%. The vendor just shrugs. He says he'd love to accept all kinds of digital payments, but if he does, his store could drop in local search rankings. Nexus Pay's parent company controls the online maps and listings that drive foot traffic, so staying visible means sticking with their token. In this ecosystem, choosing the wrong currency comes at a cost. You joke about deleting Nexus Pay, but the app holds so much of your day-to-day life. Your travel card, your ride history, loyalty points, verified ID wallet, and even your dating profile login. Dropping it would feel like abandoning your entire digital world and bank account all at once. Suddenly, a push alert lands. New community rules prohibited content and wallet freezes. Last week, a streamer's payouts were frozen after she posted a political meme that broke guidelines. Because her funds never left the platform, one policy change became an instant financial mute button. Before bed, you check your Nexus Pay credit line. It's dropped by 400 PD in just a few hours. An algorithm flagged your spending as too unstable. No person made that decision, a machine did. You immediately open an appeal with the support chatbot, but after 3 hours, you're getting nowhere. This is life post mass global stablecoin adoption, when the rails are owned by a few large private tech giants and not decentralized organizations. Fees are unclear and can change every other minute inside each closed system. Surveillance is constant, and leaving the ecosystem means losing access to important things. Rules shift overnight through updated terms rather than democratic decisions or new laws. The real risk isn't a bank run, it's being blocked, flagged, or locked out by an algorithm. In this world, you enjoy one-tap, borderless payments that feel like breathing, so long as you stay inside big tech's cage. Convenience soars, governments lose leverage, and the cost of defiance is measured not in dollars, but in your ability to function in the world. You wake up to a power cut, again, and the pesos in your bank app have already lost 3% this month. But the balance in your stablecoin wallet hasn't budged. You open the decentralized app Shadow Swap and scroll through the chat. You see that your neighbors are listing prices for eggs, bus rides, concert tickets, all sold in various stablecoins. Everyone you know and live near has gotten used to the government's failings, and each one of you have turned to decentralized solutions to counteract them. Breakfast is a street cart empanada. The vendor's cardboard sign shows 1.02 in a popular stablecoin currency, or 10x that much in the local currency pesos. It's an easy choice. You scan his QR code, the transfer hits his phone in seconds, the transaction uses whatever is the quickest and cheapest route. You see news that the government is planning on limiting weekly withdrawals of stablecoins. This doesn't matter though, as you use Telegram bots that swap local currency for USDC whenever you like. Capital controls imposed by governments and banks feel like minor speed bumps when decentralized peer-to-peer systems are so widely adopted and accessible. You hear in a podcast on your way to work that regulators are blocking 2 major exchanges. Within minutes, the Shadow Swap feed lights up with mirror URLs and peer-to-peer swap offers. Just before bed, your phone buzzes. The words "rumor, possible depeg" flash up on your screen. Social media feeds flare with worries about a crashing stablecoin that will impact your holdings. You decide to move a third into a new real-world asset stablecoin. You log into your wallet, tapping in your seed phrase that's written on a piece of paper you keep behind a loose brick. You don't quite trust biometrics or social logins, so you haven't set up a passkey just yet. You send the transfer and tuck the slip of paper back behind the loose brick. You feel some peace, but a subtle sense of dread creeps in. In this world, nobody can debase, debank, or deplatform you. But nobody catches you if you fail or fall either. Freedom and fragility live side by side. Tomorrow, the peso might dive again. The government might block another crypto exchange. But tonight, you sleep a little easier, knowing your savings live in blocks, not in policy, and not in the rulership of the powerful few. And that, for now, is good enough. Stablecoins aren't just changing how money moves, they're shifting who holds the power to move it. Behind the smooth UX and low fees is a deeper transformation, one that rewires control, access, and agency in the financial system. And while these futures feel like they're arriving fast, they're not set in stone. They're being built by regulators, by platforms, by communities, and by people like me and you. So the question isn't just which stablecoin system we end up living in, it's which one will we choose to build. If this gave you a new lens on what's coming, hit subscribe, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and drop your thoughts below. We're just getting started. Thanks for watching.